It's funny. People say things like, "Oh, we don't need physical copies. Digital is the way of the future. We don't need physical." Especially the company goes out of business. Physical copies get too expensive. Digital, at least they have like Black Friday sales or Christmas after Christmas sales or New Year's sales. Any kind of sale you can think of, summer sales, fall sales. Eventually, it'll get cheap enough for you to afford it. And physical copies are usually very expensive, especially the company without the business, like I mentioned before. So that's why digital is the way of the future. We don't need physical. And at one point, I was with those people. But with certain games like Ninja Turtles, Simpsons the Arcade, X-Men the Arcade, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Legend of Korra, you can't buy those games no more. But what if I were to tell you there's a situation I'm about to talk about? You could still play them despite not being available no more, but because of some kind of error in a code, you can't play the game anymore that you bought. So that's what's going on with Tron Evolution, which did average. It has a cult following, surprisingly. It didn't do bad, but it didn't do great either, but there's people that like the game. And recently, I think as of past October, they're noticing in October, November, they noticed that they couldn't play the game no more on PC. Apparently, Specarom, some kind of anti-piracy thing, is asking for activation. Of course, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can add to activate. Thus, it's locking you out of the game. And I think that's terrible. But there's some good news and bad news. There's some good news and bad news for people that have the game. Good news is Disney knows about it and they're going to take care of it. Bad news is we don't know when. They know about it, they're aware of it, and they'll try to take care of it as soon as they possibly can. So those people that are fans of that game, my condolences. Hopefully it gets fixed soon. But it's stuff like this why not only we need physical copies, but I can't believe I'm saying this. We need piracy as well to preserve these games. Now I know what people are going to say, like, well, it's a 10-year-old game. Who gives a crap? It's all about Sega's Judgment or Borderlands 3 or The Outer Worlds. I'm saying screw those old games. Why do we even play them? And to those people, I say this: have you ever played a game you loved so much that no matter how many times you've beaten it, you don't mind going back to play it? Have you ever had those games? I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's people that have beaten Final Fantasy VII a whole bunch of times. Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, the Left 4 Dead games, Portal games, StarCraft. I'm pretty sure Skyrim, Resident Evil 4, those are probably games that are so beloved that people probably went back and played again and again and again, over and over and over again, because they love it so much. And the thing is, again, it wasn't given to you. It wasn't free. This is stuff that you paid with your hard-earned money. And all of a sudden, you put that disc in or you boot up and then it says you're no longer allowed to play this game. Is that right? Does anyone have a right to tell you that? Because that happens to me sometimes. Sometimes, I'm like, you know what? I'm in the mood to play Mortal Kombat 9 because it has characters that the current, new games don't have. Do PlayStation have right to say, nope, can't play that game no more? No, it's it's my money I paid for. I have a right to play it. Same thing for those people that still play Half-Life, Team Fortress, Left 4 Dead, Minecraft or whatever. You still have that right. And no one should tell you, oh, because it's old, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like the new games. Some people still play. There's people that still play only one game, and they have a right to enjoy that said game. There's only people that only play Madden or Call of Duty or or certain fighting games to improve themselves. And if that's what they want to do, that's their right. No one has a right to tell them, oh, I'm sorry, it's old, you can't play it no more. It's ridiculous. And people that argue that's stupid, because I'm pretty sure you have a game that you grew up fondly with. And every now and again, you don't mind going back to play it. And I'm pretty sure you would hate for someone to say, sorry, dude, you can't play that game anymore. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like that. Especially when you've paid for it. It's stuff like this why I always say we always need some kind of physical copy, or this case, I can't believe I'm saying, it's piracy. because these companies are doing things that they always want to do, just paying for access, not really owning it, and that's a shame. Because let's check. Excuse me. These games aren't cheap. These games are between $50 to $60. You know what I'm saying? Extra if you want like the special editions with like the statues or the season pass, you know, or fighter pass, whatever pass. You know what I'm saying? These games aren't exactly cheap. And now you're telling me, oh, there's a chance you can't own, you can't own it anymore or can't even play it anymore? What kind of crap is that? It's just, I find that ridiculous. And I can't believe I'm hearing that there are people that are defending this crap. The hypocrisy is amazing. It's one of those old sayings, though, and it's so true. It's funny till it happens to you. It's funny until it happens to you. You laugh like, oh, it's just Tron Evolution. Who cares? Yeah, until one day you go on to play Team Fortress 2, and it seems like, nope, you can't play that game no more. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will get very, very angry if all of a sudden you suddenly stop playing that game. Oh, here's a recent thing I found out. There's still over 1 million players still playing the original Call of Duty Black Ops multiplayer. That's how much people still love it. And I'm pretty sure they would hate one day to be like, nope, be told no. Or forget multiplayer. Let's say, Final Fantasy VII, for example, you have the original digitally, and you move to play it again to be able to upkeep time, and because it's old, and then some kind of like license issue or whatever, or some bug or some security thing makes it says nope, you can't play it. Is that right? Especially when you paid for said game? No, that's not okay. It's not okay at all, and we shouldn't be defending. We shouldn't be defending this shit nor accepting it either. I say we need to stand up to these companies and tell them that we will not purchase your games if we have no guarantee of keeping it forever. What's the point? You know what I mean? It's like buying a shirt, the shirt I'm wearing, and then being told years later you have to give it back. You know what I mean? What kind of crap is that? I paid money to own something. It's like no different than buying a house and then, buying a house of someone, and years later, like, that person knocked at the door. They're like, hey, I want, the house back, but like I paid you to own this house. You know what I mean? So it's ridiculous that way of thinking is there. It's like, what? But I just hope something like this doesn't continue, because I'm telling you, I know it's Tron Evolution, so people are like, whatever, who cares? But when it happens to a game that's very beloved, and trust me, it's gonna happen. Trust me, we need to stop this now. We need to stand up and stop this now. Because, yeah, I know you guys are rolling out, but it's only Tron Evolution. Who cares? It's only a movie's license again. It's average at best. Why should I care? Well, one of these days it could happen to something that you do care about. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like also maybe not being able to play it. That's why I'm saying you should be concerned and, tell them how you feel, and tell them, hey, I don't like this. I'm not going to accept this. So, no. And I agree, just, fight for you. At the end of the day, these games aren't given to us. These games, what I'm saying, we do whatever we can. We work for these games. We go to our jobs, do our work, and, we got to pay our bill. Of course, we got to be responsible, pay our light, electric, water, of course, house bills. But if you have some money left over and you want to buy a game and sit back and relax after a long day, you have that right. No one has the right to tell you, sorry, you can't play that game anymore. Or sorry, you can't purchase that game anymore. Or you can't even play it anymore. Okay, I understand not being able to purchase it because due to licensing, it's one thing. But it's totally something worse when you already paid and downloaded it, and for someone to tell you, no. It's not right. Because you have a right to say, well, I paid for it. You know what I'm saying? I have a right. It's mine. I paid for it. I own it. You know what I'm saying? It's not rent to own. It's not rent to. You're not renting the game. You're buying to own it. And that's what these companies are trying to do, and that's not right, man. That's just not right. And Disney, listen, guys, I know, you're on this case, but please get on it as soon as possible, because there's going to be some good brownie points for you guys. Do not ignore this. Alright, guys, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on this matter. In my opinion, again, you shouldn't do those things, man. It's just not right. Because it's only going to encourage, in my opinion, more physical copies be around. But more importantly, it's going to encourage piracy. And piracy is only going to get worse by doing stuff like this. Trust me, it's only going to get worse. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out, and have a great day.